The Thriller Challenge is still going on. Head over to the Thriller Challenge website. It breaks down what this challenge is about. But essentially, we needed the song to chart. We also have playlists on Spotify for you to chart on your own. And we even have a streaming parties on our own station head. Moonwalkers have their own station head. How cool is that? Hey, hi everybody, and happy, I'm going to call it Mike-tober part 2, because we are making history as always. We are just changing, I guess, history as we speak. We have a special guest. Let me solo us for a second. Woo, woo, woo. Now, of course, you think I would have this part queued up. We have a new guest named Marie. Marie, introduce yourself. How exactly are you connected to this awesome fandom? I mean, we know you're part of Thriller Challenge, but break it down.
That's it. So yeah, I've been doing the Thriller Challenge with this group for, God, maybe about 3 or 4 years now. So just so glad that we keep doing it, and it's a wonderful thing.
So we have some important updates. There's been a few changes. We actually might have a shot at this time. Right? It looks like there might be some hope, even though a lot can change in a couple of days. But at least we're on a great start, correct?
Yes, I think so. We're going to keep trying, that's for sure.
Are you familiar with the Billboard charts? I know we're doing really well on iTunes, but are you familiar with the Billboards?
So yes, I think to an extent, but I think we're going to have to rely on AJ's her stats that she provided to us. So
Okay.
she's got them in the chats.
All right. So before we get into the stats, I don't think it's going to be a long live. It's just pretty much just in case you're a team live or team replay. I know a lot of you guys are still in California or you're flying back from your events. For a lot of people, this is a very festive year. So I know in New York, there's a lot of parties going on as we speak. So, but there is an important update, just in case the things, tip in our favor. So with that being said, I want to give a shout out first. Well, actually to you guys. Hey, George, what's up, butterflies? And to the handful of people that made it out today. And also to Hill, Los Angeles, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, this broke my heart not to be here this year. First of all, Prince has given us a shout out. They are very aware that the needle's moving, that the fandom is on Operation Team Thriller Challenge 25. And the fact that this came together with pretty much 100% fan driven, and honestly, not with a lot of social media presence, but people are aware this is going on. So this is so cool. AJ! One day, man, one day we're going to get AJ on here. One day. Like, on here. But shout out to Tori. I don't know if you guys noticed, she has a customized ghost jacket. And I'm not going to give away what happened behind that, but congrats to Tori. I know she worked really hard on that. And just congrats to everybody who went out there. If you're not familiar with This Is Thriller or the Hill Los Angeles organization, basically it's organization that helps serve right now the California area, mainly schools, teaching kids how to cook, giving them tools to deal with certain things. They're doing yoga activities, fitness activities. They have a toy drive coming up. And what people don't know, when they have those special events at Havenhurst, they do invite some of the kids down there to experience Havenhurst, and of course for free. Now, of course, the stuff at Havenhurst is considerably a lot more money compared to This Is Thriller. But John Moodle and Prince are doing their best of making more affordable events, such as things like This Is Thriller. And how that's possible is they have sponsors, and those sponsors are the people that are paying for the venues and the things that go behind that. And of course, donating to the kids as well. So this is, for me, Heal Los Angeles is definitely one of my favorite organizations to give. Of course, I'm going to give a shout out to Dee Dee Jackson's foundation, which helps people deal with grief, especially kids. And just the Jacksons are just doing awesome things beside music. That they're continuing Michael's legacy of giving back to the community and for those that need help. So shout out to Prince, John Mudo, TJ, Taj, and Taro for the Dee Dee Jackson Foundation, and Yashi Brown. She does stuff for mental health. Jacksons are doing big things to move the needle in the direction of healing and giving back. So just want to say hi there. But y'all here for the stats, right? Y'all are here for the stats, right? We're here for the stats. So with that being said, Marie, can you see that?
Yeah, we can see them.
All right,
Yeah.
good.
There's a lot of stats there, Trish. There's a lot of good stats there.
So for Halloween, #1 on iTunes, #1 on Apple Music, #1 on Amazon Music, 3 overall combined on Spotify US, #3 global Spotify. Global Spotify. Let me just say that again. #3 global Spotify. 16 global Spotify top artists. Highest legacy artists. Surpassing the Beatles. #1 and #3 on US iTunes video. 63.4 million monthly listeners, ranking number 24 in the world. November 1st, #1 on Apple Music all freaking day. #1 US iTunes and most of the day. And #3 video charts. Hold on. TikTok, I'm sorry. I'm not really. Forgive me. I see some of y'all jumping in, but we are mainly on YouTube right now, so I won't be able to do any collabs today. Sorry, y'all. We're also on I Love Jackson TikTok for those that are wondering what's going on. So look at this, y'all. Look at this. Amazing. Hi, I was there last night. One of the best nights ever. Lady Messenger, if you want to jump on here and talk about that night, let me know. I could send you the link via Instagram. Just hit me up on Instagram so I could send you the link. If you want to share some of the story, you can turn off your camera. We want to hear about it. #1 and #3 US iTunes, 64 monthly listeners, 24 in the world. I want you to put this in perspective. Thriller, the single, is over 40 years old. Over 40 years old, and is making history. And that's because of moonwalkers like you. Of course, there was organic reach, but that's still possible because moonwalkers, such as people like AJ and Marie and Jen and Ray and all these people behind the scenes that are pushing the needle, whether it's doing things like Station Head, getting the words out, being part of the Thriller Challenge, streaming the music, people like you in the audience. There's such a big ecosystem that's small and private but powerful that makes it possible for all this to happen. So Marie, what are your thoughts about this?
About the stats? I think I think we're real happy about it. We knew it was going to be tough going into this because the charting week started on Friday, but everybody's been so amazing. I feel like the MJ family really came together and got us those stats that you see up there. And so we're going to still keep on streaming. So everybody who's been streaming, keep on streaming all the way through November 6th. And let's see if we could get it on Billboard. That's really what we're trying to do.
It might be able to happen because it's not a huge competition. There is competition without saying names, but it's not epically all top things are coming out right now. So it is possible. Now, for you 3T fans, I'm very aware that there is a Brotherhood anniversary coming up the 7th. And I know some of you guys want to chart that as well. But if we could pause, right, we could focus on Thriller all the way into the 6th, like, Marie said. And then we can start working on the 3T Brotherhood movement on the 7th. And that's actually the actual anniversary anyway. And then we could do a whole different chart week. So just in case, 'cause I am very aware of stuff, being part of this fandom of the family, I'm aware that it's more than one thing going on right now. But the only thing I can say, if you are making your own playlist, you could, put Thriller every 3 songs, and you could intertwine, 3T if you like. But for now, I'm personally on Station Head. I just did not have time to like make a playlist because, I do like a lot of rock, pop, and of course Jackson music. So no one quite listens to music the way I do. But right now, Ray's doing a good job. We'll just stay on. We'll just stay in Station Head right now. Oh, this is so good to see, AJ. Michael outstreamed and outsold the biggest artist in the world. I wonder who that could be. Hey, MJ fangirl. By the way, guys, if you have not gotten the notifications, because, YouTube's being a little messy, MJ Fangirl recently freaking interviewed Olo Ray. We are going to play a small clip, but we know I'm not going to play a lot, though, because I want you guys to head over to her YouTube channel and make sure that she gets her views and her likes and her comments. But she interviewed freaking Olo Ray. Make this make sense. This is so awesome. Yeah, I actually stood home. Actually, we could backtrack this a little bit. So I stood home. I don't know what was going on in my neighborhood, but when I came home, most of the store owners closed way earlier than normal. And I'm looking for seltzer water. This is my new obsession, seltzer water. So then I realized by the energy on the block, it was just time to go home. So then I got Fat Girl Wasted. I stress ate some amazing pizza and went into a food coma. How about you, Marie? How was your Halloween?
So it's exciting with yours. So just hung out with the family and then streamed. We were all on Station Head yesterday, having a lot of fun. Like you said, Ray did a really good job. He makes great playlists, and I'm like you. I like to use Station Head as well, because then you don't have to worry about interacting with the playlist. So you just get on Station Head, and then the DJs do all the work. So I've always been a big fan of them, and we just get on there, we chat, and we have a lot of fun. So that was my Halloween, which was okay. It was okay. So
Right. I came super close on doing a live, but here's the thing about the food comas. You don't know you're going to go to food coma until you eat the food. So I've been doing like more healthier foods, and I just guess it was just too much carbs. And my body said, guess what, boo-boo, good night. So, just listen to the body. Well, I don't have a choice. You guys know I will pass out on a live. I've done it so many times. So I don't have the luxury of pushing past tiredness. I just pass out, and probably this is why I don't drive. What's up? What's up? If anybody can help promote, we really need it in the next coming days. So thank you for bringing up AJ, because even I'm guilty. I only had one short about the Thriller challenge, and I did a second one today. Shame on me, because I do shorts every single day on Gadget Church. I should have did this for Michael, but it's never too late, because honestly, the challenge just started Friday anyway. So what started as maybe just 1 or 2 days, we're going to just push it all the way to the 6th, because you never know, it might organically chart. So just let the people know, hey, buy the single, or just make little references. Like, I actually have a t-shirt because someone really loves me. Wink, wink. I love Annie. So I, wear this stuff around, get people talking. I know in New York, for real, my coworkers have told me about the Thriller Challenge. I laughed, because I'm like, they have no idea my awesome MJ family's behind this. And I was like, really? Tell me about it. Because I'm like, wait, normies are telling me about this? So something is working. But now the unfortunate part is Thriller is not on TikTok. So I know for a fact a certain song, without saying it, was used, I think, the day before Halloween. and it is pushing that song on the charts for real. So TikTok, from what I was able to learn in my 60 days of being really focused, is really used as a powerful marketing tool. Like it's super powerful. And I don't know if you guys heard the whole thing behind Sophia James. Are you familiar with the whole Sophia James story, Marie?
Actually, I'm not. What is that?
So this brilliant girl one day decided, I'm going to get my music pushed out. You know, she's an independent artist. Nobody was really paying her any mind. And then she would put one song from her album and she would go, you're in group 1 if this song reaches you. You're in group 4 if this song reaches you. So eventually group 7 is the one that takes off. The irony, because you know we're Michael Jackson fans. And the next thing you know, this movement, this powerful movement of, oh my gosh, I'm in group 7. So now all of us on TikTok who got picked in group 7 are doing funny things like, well, I'm living life large because I'm now in group 7. And Sophia James is blown right now. Her music is now on radios, it's now streaming. Everyone knows who she is because of this powerful campaign on TikTok that she created herself. So, with that being said, Moonwalkers, we need to get this out through TikTok because that's right now the most powerful marketing tool. And of course, Instagram and YouTube, but TikTok specifically because that seems to be pushing the needle. Even on Netflix, if you go on Netflix, we now have a group 7. Like, you know, something's powerful when something came out of TikTok exclusively and now it's in the real world. How crazy is that?
I got to get in a group. I'm not in a group. So I've only been talk for I think about 3 to 4 months, and so but you're not kidding. A lot of what we watch and monitor is those songs that are viral on TikTok. So it doesn't make any sense to me that Thriller's not on there, but that's something that we should just keep pushing for.
Well, hopefully, because I'm still working on getting my money where it needs to be, I will be going back to California next year. If I ever bump into Prince, I'll be like, "Hey, Prince, you you have a connection to that estate. Can you please get that Thriller single
There you go.
on TikTok?" I'm sure there's some reason why this is not have because I mean Prince is very aware of the Thriller challenge. Um, so there's that, but you know, I'm hoping that this is the year that we need to achieve what we need to achieve. But let's just say, you know, we're not going to even finish that sentence. We're just going to manifest. It's going to happen, right?
There you
But but in general, Thriller should be on there. Now I know on Instagram there is one, not the one we need, but at least Instagram has it, but not TikTok. Make this make sense. We really have a chance to hit higher this year. I agree. And you know, every year we do the Thriller Challenge, we learn something. I would say in general, based on Sophia James and all the wonderful things that I've learned and my failure on TikTok, I might add. Uh, once we learn it, TikTok needs to be a vital tool for the Jacksons music in general. So I was going to do a special challenge for TikTok for November, but I'm still learning on gadgetry. Let me achieve what I need to achieve there before I start doing challenges for this I Love the Jackson TikTok. But just be aware things are going to happen as soon as I learn a few more things. You know, I even have people working with me and trying to get me out of we call it viewers jail and low viewership and low membership jail. But everyone keeps telling me hang in there. It's almost like a hazing thing with TikTok. But these stats for Michael not only bring me to tears, but the fact that this year's challenge was also dedicated to my son John has me bawling like a baby. It, that is really amazing. Like we're making major milestones, and it is in conjunction of your son. That's awesome. That's
it just speaks to, community. The MJ community is just so important. In many ways it's very tight, and so I think we were all, when AJ said, hey, we'd like to do this, just shout out to Sherry's son. everybody just jumped on it because it's a kind thing to do, and Sherry deserves it, John deserves it. So it just speaks to how we are as a community and how we can get things done. I think we keep proving how we can get things done. So
Way before Sophia James, there were moonwalkers that was making movements and doing things and pushing needles for decades. And so, you know, as I am inspired for what she's done because she showed us with clever thinking, this is how you get music pushed out. But moonwalkers have been doing these type of movements for decades. One of my favorite campaigns Melanie did in New York, she had us go into the MTV um like building to protest about Michael's name being put back on the Vanguard Awards. And I'm not gonna lie, I was scared because I was like, oh, we're not in front of the building. We were in the building. Now, of course, we got kicked out. Oh, duh. But what Melanie has shown us, the power of movements. This is something that Melanie was really passionate about. Of course, AJ and all you moonwalkers involved. But we know that sooner or later, this is going to happen. Whether it's this year, next year, it's going to happen. And I'm like, that's just one of the very many examples of fans working behind the scenes. Roses for Michael. Oh my gosh. There are things that I honestly can't talk about. There's a lot of moonwalkers who move silently, and they push those needles. The bench in Brooklyn, New York. Like, these are movements to make sure Michael Jackson's legacy is never forgotten. And so my hat's off to everybody involved. Like, this is history constantly being made because the moonwalkers are saying Michael's legacy matters. The Jackson family legacy matters. But we're a little bit more focused on Michael because Michael has been treated so unfairly when he was alive. So in his transition years, it's important that we right the wrongs of Michael's legacy, get the truth out about his innocence, get his music charting. It's a beautiful thing. Let me see. I missed some stuff here. Oh, wait. So Apple's not they're listed number one on Apple Music. Yes, love. We love Cher. Oh, justice for John. Heck yeah. We learned a lot from Melanie. I honestly wish I could have learned more, but she was always, even when in the beginning days of meeting Melanie, she was teaching us how to change everything, how to make a movements, how to be persistent. Even when, we're a small group. This Thriller Challenge group is really small, but look how powerful you guys are. It's amazing. Number 3 on the US iTunes. We're a world yes, absolutely. And I always encourage people, station head DJs, China, UK, Europe, Africa, wherever you are, if you're a moonwalker, you still can create a moonwalkers. You could be part of the moonwalker station. And you could just tell people, hey, for all my, people from China, Japan, here's my specific Michael Jackson station. And then you can cater it to music in your area. So it's something. One day I hope to see that Moonwalker station had 1,000+ every day. That
that's
would be so
amazing.
beautiful
Yeah,
every
that would be
day.
amazing.
It's going to get there. It's just we just constantly have to get the word out. TikToks, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, long videos, lives like this. This came out today, correct? Michael Jackson's Thriller is dominating iTunes number 1 in 2 countries, top 10 in 14 countries, and that's the breakdown. Isn't that something? And this was just about a day ago of information. That's crazy. What else we have? Americans, please stream overnight. Yes. I was temporarily kicked out of my StreamYard, so I got a little behind. And like I said, I did try to do my own playlist, and I realized this is not working. So I'm just glad to be back on Station Head. But like me and Marie said, if you don't have time to like figure out the format or go on the website to look at one of the playlists, just go on Station Head. It's Ray's there already. She's on the Moonwalkers Station Head. This stat here, look how we're climbing, guys. Thriller on Spotify. That's crazy. Hold on, I got 24 new messages. Sorry, y'all. On TikTok, I see I'm missing everybody. Hey, everyone. All right, so we're going to head over to the website really, really, really quick. We did break this down with Tori, but not like a little refresher. There we go. If you go to the Thriller Challenge website, it has everything you need to know. The Thriller album spent a record breaking 37 weeks at number one on the Billboard charts in total, yet the single alone only reached number 4 in recent years. Fans have streamed, brought, and requested songs to push it higher on the charts. In 2025, the goal is different. Get the song Thriller to number one on Spotify and Apple Music on Halloween. I know we got it number one on Apple Music. Did we get it on Spotify? Is AJ still here? Because that part I don't remember.
So Spotify, I believe, is 3.
Okay.
Yep. AJ, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was 3. So
The event runs from the 31st to November 1st. Now, we are going to change that to November 6th. I'm targeting the biggest streaming days to make Thriller Halloween's biggest hit. Stream until you scream. All right, the do's and don'ts. Only use the version from the original Thriller album, Thriller 25 or Thriller 40 only. Use the official playlist from the website. Start streaming, or that part we're gonna skip by because we're on a whole different day right now. Don't loop the song. Seems as a bot behavior. Use a VPN. Mute the streaming platform. Mute the device or headphones instead. So you don't mute the platform, but you can just do it through your headphones.
yeah, just turn down the volume. If you just turn
Yeah.
down the volume, you'll still get those streams.
And then someone took the awesome time to make sure that you just have playlists just in case you don't want to go through Station Head. They already made several playlists for us. So we have 6 on Spotify and 6 on Apple Music. Our streaming parties are on this thing called Station Head. If you're not familiar with it, you have to have a paid Spotify or Apple Music subscription to join, though. And our DJs, Jen and Ray, stream all day long. We do have other DJs that cater more to their area of, moonwalking, but the main DJs are usually Ray and
Jen.
Jen. Yes. And of course, you want to get the word out. You want to use hashtag Thriller Challenge 2025. And of course, dedicated to the awesome Melanie, Tito Jackson, and John. Um, it just brings it just more to another level. This effort is to dedicate to the 3 beautiful lives that are gone too soon. Heck yeah. So that's that. Now we do have one new additional thing. Hold on. Yeah, number 3 for Spotify. You do get a free trial as paid, and you can connect it to Station Head just in case you're not ready to commit, especially right now. I know a lot of people's money is not where it needs to be. Then try the free trial, and then when the challenge is over, just forget, remember not to renew the services. Um, Let me just get this back on. Here we go. So here's the important update. The reason why you guys came here 1 in the morning. We are now buying the single. Again, let me remind you what single qualifies. You can use the original um, Thriller from that album cover that you see right now, or you could use, hold on, let me just, because I know I just read it, but you think, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm on the website right now. Thriller 25 and Thriller 40. Those are the only versions that are going to count. Um, You could do it on the platform of your choice, Apple Music, iTunes. What else? Can you buy music from Spotify?
I don't I don't think so. I don't think so. So Amazon, well, there's a several. You could do it from, I think it's called Digital 7, Amazon, iTunes, Coibus, if I'm saying that right, and then I think there's one other. So AJ, we might need you again. So there's 4 to 5 different platforms that you can buy it from.
So the, our shot is it's possible we could do some really big things this year. Um, let's see where this goes, because initially, like I said, it was a different time frame, but we were like, oh wait, we're actually achieving things. Let's just keep going. So that's pretty much the important update. AJ, if there's anything else we need to like highlight, please let us know. Or Marie, but I'm just happy for everything that everyone has been able to achieve. That this is really impressive and very inspiring.
Yeah, I agree. I think we just did so well over the weekend, and really it was just 2 days that's why we decided to carry it on through November 6th. And so I think if you keep streaming, buying, we can really make an impact, and hopefully we can chart. So, and that'll set us up beautifully for next year when we have the biopic.
Oh God. That's a good segue. Because I know like everybody's still talking about the biopic. I'm glad you brought that up because there is something going on this month, possibly. If you already bought from iTunes, you can buy from other platforms. They all count. I know we do have buying parties on Station Head, but I'm not sure if they're going to do it this time or try to wait for next year. But um I'll reach out to Jen. I know right now she's traveling, so maybe in a day or two just see if that's a possibility. But one of our DJs is traveling, so I that's the only bad part too about This Is Thriller being on Halloween, because some of our major people, they're not here. And I did This Is Thriller last year. We tried so bad to support the whole Thriller challenge. It was so chaotic. Our devices were dying. It was just too much going on. We tried until we realized it's not working. Like, because we were holding our phones, streaming Station Head, trying to vlog, and it was just a lot, and then a lot of us had to leave right after This Is Thriller, trying to get to the airport, not lose our. It was just a lot. It was just like,
Well,
hopefully,
you
whatever.
guys, oh,
Huh,
sorry. You guys did a good job though, because I was
thanks.
on the receiving end and you couldn't tell. So
No,
you guys did a good
too
job.
much. If I had a dream scenario, whatever Hill Los Angeles does, I hope it's the week before Halloween, so then we all could be back home for the week of Thriller Challenge. Again, we might achieve what we need to achieve now, but in general, I just want to focus on the challenge. I was just like, even I was like, oh my gosh, a lot of people are literally in Cali right now, and
Yeah,
still
yeah,
are, and
yeah,
still are. It's like I'm afraid to ask. Where are you guys? I know what's going on. They're probably packing up, getting ready, trying to do whatever they can in California. It's a lot. Hope they can help out on the last leg. That's a good point. That is actually a good point. And actually, the last leg is actually the most important, because maybe other fandoms might get wind of what's going on and might try to block this. So we'll see. um, there was something that triggered my thoughts. I just went blank just now. Oh, the biopic. Um, if you guys are not aware, there's a rumor that the Michael Jackson trailer might be inside that Wicked trailer package. So I did purchase tickets November 21st. However, some fans are going to try to see Wicked on the 19th. Now, if you're like me and you're AMC A-lister, they would not let us see that one on the 19th without paying an extra $30. I'm not doing that. A-listers pay one flat fee for $29.99 and you could see up to 16 movies. However, special events are not considered free. But just in case you are A-lister, especially if you're an A-lister, it's not going to cost you more money. Just book your tickets for November 21st to see if that rumor about the biopic is there. So you guys know if that freaking trailer's in there, I might be live from the AMC bathroom. Are you aware of they might do the biopic commercial?
Commercial?
Yeah, they might do the biopic trailer. I'm sorry, during
Oh,
Wicked.
yeah, I'd heard that. And so while you were talking about it, I'm going to outfit you with a special camera so you can film it for me. So look for that in the mail.
Well, I might be willing to do a TikTok live.
There you go. That's going to get you in group 7 fast.
Because I'm like, now that I think about it, like not that I would want to mess up my TikTok account, but like I'm not monetized. So what you going to do? Just shut it down. Actually, I think I might have to do that. Oh, thank you, AJ. Whoop whoop. Thanks for the love. Sorry, I didn't know about the challenge for the iTunes chart this year. I'm barely been on any social media besides Facebook and YouTube, so I missed the memo. I could definitely share. Yeah, listen, I was very aware of a lot of stuff, and even I dropped the ball because I'm juggling multiple channels and I'm losing my freaking mind. So I was just like, you know what? At least I got stuff up in time for the Thriller Challenge, but we won't know what we need to do next year until we find out the outcome this year. But considering the presence on the short side has not been viral, look how much has came out of this. This is really actually a flex. Word of mouth and something worked clearly. Because I was like, look at all the stuff we achieved.
Yeah, I think there was you mentioned it was a small TV or small group that works on it, but they work hard, and so they do their best to promote it. And so I would just remind everybody again, we're still going to try and take it out to the 6th. So there is time, MJ Fangirl, to still promote, and then Trish, you can promote. So it could be our little secret that we get out and the other fandoms aren't aware of it.
I think everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. I remember Tori and I were supposed to go live on Tuesday, but my exhaustion kicked in. I passed out. And Tori had her own thing going on with getting ready for the trip. And I honestly believe things were supposed to happen the way it was supposed to happen. And something very good happened for Tori. So it was just like, yeah, I mean, sometimes we do drop the ball to take care of whatever. But I feel like, you know what, maybe it is best that we got in when we got in, because
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah. And it's not dropping the ball. It's not dropping the ball. We all have a lot going on. And so we completely understand that you had a lot going on as well. So we just always appreciate everything that you and Tori always do. So it's amazing what you guys do and what you accomplish. So don't look at it like that. Like volleyball. Mm-hmm.
And I know I'm not sure where I've heard this advice, but when you're growing a channel, they always suggest you focus on one. I don't know why I'm still trying to focus on 4. And when I say I'm pulling out my hair, I'm just like, but my guts tells me I'm not wrong for what I'm doing. So it's like, it is what it is. I'm very big on intuition, and my gut just says, go for the impossible. because
That's
I can't pick my favorite child. I have 4 children and I love them all equally. You know,
understood. Yep,
it's
understood.
so it's just. But the downfall is I fall asleep on my lives. I don't always show up. It's like I remember I woke up 3 in the morning. I text Tori and I said, Tori, I passed out. She goes, I figured that. Like, 'cause I feel bad because it's 2 of us, and but like I said, I think Tori's amazing achievement, I think, worked because instead of her dealing with the live, she had to focus on what her trip, and I think it paid off. So yay.
Yes.
Yay for me passing out.
There you go. Yes. It's like you said, everything happens for a reason.
It
So,
does. It really does. Like I used to get really mad when things didn't go my way. Like even when I first got into YouTube, I was actually really successful, good money from YouTube, and then life just lifed. And of course, you would have, could have, should have, but I honestly think I was supposed to take a break because things happen in life. And when I came back, now do I have to start from zero like the rest of y'all? Sure. But at least I came back a much more mature person mentally. And I think I'm supposed to be in this space now, if that makes any sense.
it sure does. Yeah. And you know what? You can't be in this fandom and not realize that things don't always go your own way. So we've all experienced that in this fandom. So
Yeah. Well, listen, MJ Fangirl will tell you I was about to like leave the whole social media Jackson family thing. She legitly is single the reason why I stuck it out because I was like, what's the point? No one's looking, no one's watching, no one cares. And she's like, no, I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you some good advice. And it was great advice, by the way, because now we have so many people that share how to do certain things that stuff didn't exist when she had that conversation with me. It's very, I mean, it exists for money, but I'm talking about for free. So, I appreciate someone like her because it's just like
yes,
it. We all been Michael Jackson fans, and we sometimes wanted to throw in the towel
sure.
for whatever reason.
Yep.
Like
No, it's
it's
true.
crazy.
It is. It's very true. So, but we're glad that you stuck it out. And
Yes.
yes, because look at what's happened and look at what you're doing. And like I was telling you before, how much I enjoy seeing your posts. So it's a good thing.
Thank you so much. And thank you, MJ Fangirl. Like I will always give her flowers. God built her different. She's just so different in a good way. Cause I was like, she's supportive, she shares information, and she has phenomenal content.
Yes.
So I actually wanna MJ Fangirl, how much can I share? Can I share like 7 minutes of your interview with Ola Ray? Cause I'm like, I wanted to do I mean, we still could do a watch party tomorrow night if you guys want to do a watch party of this because it's over an hour. But I just want you to show, like, 'cause she started with fan uh video reactions, and she's actually interviewing people like Ola Ray.
Yeah, amazing people. You've had some amazing people on your show, MJ Fangirl.
Listen, the Jacksons better be next. The Jacksons better line up and book in their appointment because she's amazing.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right, so we're going to share 7 minutes of MJ Fangirl's latest video. Oh my God, I'm so proud of her. Oh my God, she's like my baby sister because there's a big age gap, but I feel like she registers more of a big sister, but she's my baby big sister. She's amazing. I was like, oh my God, when I saw it, I said, oh my God, she got Ola Ray. Where is it? Hold
And
on.
while you're bringing it up, I gotta say, Ola looked pretty good. I thought she looked great.
We saw in person last year. She looks really good.
That's great.
For some reason, okay, I see what the problem is. The Thriller website is activated. There we go. Let's try it again. Nope, it's still saying. Wow, this is so weird. There we go. It's having a moment here. They changed something on StreamYard, so there we go. This is the latest video from MJ Fangirl TV. We're going to play 7 minutes. So here we go.
Today's episode is a special one that I have been dreaming about for a long time. And honestly, I still feel like I'm dreaming. Today, we're going to be talking to Ola Ray. Now, you guys, we all know her as the leading lady in Michael Jackson's legendary Thriller short film, but her story goes so much deeper. Born in St. Louis and raised between California and Japan, Ola started performing at a young age and went on to become an international model and actress, appearing in campaigns for Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Shiseido, and in films like 48 Hours and Beverly Hills Cop. She's also an author and advocate who's used her voice to inspire healing and empowerment. Her memoir, The Thrill of It All, shares with us her incredible life and career in Hollywood. And you guys, if you're a fan of Michael Jackson or just love iconic moments in pop culture and music, this episode is going to be for you. Get a snack, get comfy, and join me in welcoming Miss Ola Ray to the show. Hi, Ola.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm so good. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Oh my
I'm
God.
so excited to be here.
This is like a dream come true for me because I grew up watching you on this tape so many times. My parents showed this to me at a very young age. And it was one of those.
How old were you?
I was like 5 or something.
Okay, because I tell people not to show this video to kids like 3 and under.
Okay.
Because I think it traumatizes them. But that was the whole thing, you know, of the way that I, performed it when I was scaring people with that scream. I was saying to myself, well, if I can scare myself, then I know that I'm going to be able to scare everybody else. But I do not suggest anyone 3 and under to watch it.
Yes. Well, you hear that, folks. Make sure. Because you're right, actually. My sister, who's
Yes.
probably going to be watching this, she used to run into the other room when Michael would turn into the werecat and you'd be screaming. And I would be like, come on, watch it. So you're right.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yes, it's so great to see you. And it's just this is the time of year, I think, when a lot of people are watching Thriller and taking it in. So I'm really excited not only to hear about your time with Michael and filming Thriller, but also about you and your life and some of the things that you've triumphed over and what you're up to now. So let's get started.
Let's get to it.
Yeah. So you actually, before Hollywood and Thriller, you were modeling in Japan. Tell us about young Ola. Who were you?
Okay, well, young Ola, like how far back? Do you want to go back from when I was like 4 years old? My dad was taking me.
We're going to pause for a second. Now, here's a really cool connection. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but MJ Fangirl used to study abroad in Japan. She actually speaks a little bit of Japanese. So just to have this connection with Ola also being a model in Japan, how cool is that? And yes, AJ, outstanding. I'm like, look at her. It's like, look at her. What's up, Mama Miss? All right, back to Ola. I just wanted to throw that little connection because sometimes it's these little things that make us, outside of fandom connects a little bit more. So I'm like, I am here for it.
Into taverns, and I was dancing for the people while we were listening to the jukebox, and people were throwing money on the floor. Young Ola, that young Ola.
Yes, tell us about the beginning.
That was when it all began. My dad instilled that in us. We come from a family of 9, just like Michael. I have 6 brothers and 2 other sisters, and so he would have us all get together when they would have people come over, and we would be the entertainment. And so we thought we were the Jackson 5, right? So anyway, that's where it kind of all started with him, with us performing for relatives at home, and then him sneaking me off to the tavern and having me dance for everyone there with them throwing the money on the floor. So that was the beginning.
Okay.
And then once we went to Japan, I was 15 years old, and the school that my stepdad was in the Air Force. So the school that we had just went into, they were holding auditions because they were looking for a soul trained dancers, right? And so I was like telling my mom, it's like, oh my God, it's like, you got to let me go up for that, right? So my sister and I have a set of twin brothers. we went and auditioned for it and got it. And a month later, we were singing and dancing and
Wow.
doing commercials and
No way. Oh my God. Look at her. Looks great. Saw a clip earlier, so I'm super glad y'all playing this. What we could do tomorrow, I don't know what time because I have a family thing tomorrow, and I think I actually have to work. It's a whole different story. But anyway, we could do a watch party. We're just showing a couple of minutes. This is clearly Thriller connected. And Ola Ray, I remember they had a jacket there for her for This Is Thriller. Does anybody know if Ola Ray was there for This Is Thriller? Because I know somebody mentioned. Actually, let me check my messages. We're gonna play a little bit more, and I'm gonna check my messages. I think somebody who went might be joining us. So yeah. Um. Here we go.
flying all over Japan to all the different cities around Japan. And so, yeah,
Oh my
that's how where it
gosh.
all began.
And we actually have a photo of one of your modeling photos from when you were in
Yes.
Japan.
That's
And this is such a beautiful photo. And Ola, I didn't tell
Yeah.
you this, but I actually lived in Japan for 1 year
Oh my God, where?
in Tokyo.
Where
I
in
studied
Tokyo?
in Otaku. It's by like Meguro. I'm trying to think of like some of the other big
Shinjuku,
close to Shinjuku.
Akasaka,
Yes.
Nagoya,
Yes.
Ginza.
Yes. All of the places.
Yes.
So like when I read that part in your book, which we'll talk about later, I was just like, oh my gosh, she lived in Japan too.
So, Nihongo Skoshi desu?
Hi, Skoshi Hanasema.
Oh. I asked her if she could speak Japanese.
Listen, the most I can say is Konnichiwa. We're done. Like, that is such a flex. I am done. So listen, guys, we're going to stop there. But what we can do, like I said, is maybe do a watch party tomorrow, grab your snacks, and celebrate a wonderful YouTuber. Not only that she inspired me to stay in this space, but she's inspired so many people to, like get on YouTube and do stuff from Michael Jackson, including Tori. So, you gotta support the people that make it possible for us to either come into this space or stay into this space. So, I'm so proud of her. I truly am. Thank you, Trish and MJ Fangirl. As always, from the bottom of my heart, it is truly beautiful and important, and it's forever to honor the great Michael. Yes, thank you. No, I'm so happy for. I was like, girl, like these are, and this is what it's about too. I mean, we all are known for something. Like, for example, I'm known for unboxing toys, and she's known for reaction videos, but it's also important to evolve as a person and try new things. You never know what's going to happen. And she keeps getting people like Big Al. She's also had that woman who did the Michael Jackson fan club, and now Ola Ray. And I'm sure bigger and better things are going to happen for her because she took a risk. Because sometimes when you don't stick to what people know you for, then people abandon. Now she does reactions on her Patreon. I'm I'm going to highly recommend you guys to join her on there. If you guys know, YouTube doesn't pay like they used to. Now it is fan driven. People like AJ who gave me the super chats, and just in general, you guys are giving me super chats. She actually has a Patreon. She offers the MJ Fangirl Going Places ebook, and there's other perks for being her Patreon member. This was not planned, but you know me. I support everyone the same, friends or not, as long as you're from the community and you got a good energy. I want people to know your brand exists. Because I mean, honestly, even though there are people in this space, it's still not a lot. So for the ones like her who stick it out, because we've had a horrible Michael Jackson year in terms of activities, a lot of us was just not putting out content. I don't know how long I was gone, but I was gone for a minute this year because I was like, what are we talking about? There's nothing going on. MJ's Fangirl was still doing stuff. So, you gotta, support the people that make it possible for us to still be entertained, even when other people have dropped the ball. So, I guess that's it for this live. I guess what I'll do, since it's only an hour today, is the other hour could be MJ Fangirl Watch Party later on. Again, I don't know the time. It just depends when I get back from everything. It's one of my relatives' birthdays. So, we're going to get a little cake. We're going to, and like I said, I think I have to work tomorrow. Jesus, give me strength. Like, give me strength.
Hang in there, Trish. Hang in there.
You know what, though? There's a bunch of layoffs that happen. I think Amazon's doing 30,000 layoffs, and there's other things going on. And you know what? As much as I wish social media was my job, at least I have a job to keep the lights on. So you have to be grateful, even when you have to go to work on days you don't want to work.
Very true.
It's a lot going on this year. That's why I was just like, I'm so proud of everybody who was able to travel and do stuff. Because I was like, I didn't have one dime to do anything for Michael Jackson. The
Well,
money
you're doing a
wasn't
lot for
there.
him now. You're doing a lot for him now. So the TikTok, this, all of it. So you may not be traveling, but you're still doing a lot for him.
Oh, thank you. I think this was my year to be stuck. At first, I was upset, and then that whole movie thing happened. Everything's supposed to happen the way it's supposed to happen. Because I kind of was like, well, if I can't do MJ stuff, then I'll just have the best time of my life in a movie theater. And it actually awakened my personality from when I was like a teenager. And the next thing you know, I started getting dressed and putting purpose, and like, this is all because I've always dressed up for the movie theater. I just never posted about it. But then I was just like, we're just gonna record it and just have fun and just take it up a notch. So
You can see it. You can see it too. So they're really creative. So you do a good job with them.
thank you. I've always been like, sometimes I'd be in full cosplay and then they're like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm going to see Austin Powers. Like, where's your outfit? And then of course some of my friends get annoyed with my stupidity, but I'm just like, I've always done it since I was even young. So I was like, I just thought, you have a platform, share it. And some people are like tagging me, showing me their outfits, and I'm like, this is so cool.
That's great.
So I
Yeah.
think that's it. Any other things we need to know, Marie, or AJ, if she's still around?
I think you covered it. I think we're just going to keep moving, still stream, still try to work toward and buy the single. That's right. Just like you said. So, and just maybe the last thing I would say is just thank you to all the fans. They've just been amazing. They are every challenge we have, but just thanks for the buys and the streams and the posts and those who write and those who create and those who post the pictures. Just thank you all.
Yeah. I'm like, I remember AJ probably put in a lot of money to really promote. And this year she just said, you know what, it's going to be word of mouth. We're going to, of course the website costs money, but it's just word of mouth and some mighty moonwalkers behind the scenes. Because like anybody could tell you, because I'm part of that group. I barely said nothing until now. It was just so much going on, but I was like, well, I need to answer the challenges going on. I think AJ was like, oh, we need more people to promote. And then I was like, Trisha, you need to start talking in this daggone chat.
Well, you came at the right time. So
Because I was just like, because I was seeing all the messages, but it was like, I can't respond to all this. I can't respond to this. But
it's a busy chat. I will
no, it
agree
is.
with you. It's a busy chat. So, but you came in at the right time. So.
Yeah, I was like, I'm still alive. I think it's the first time I legitimately spoke. Though I was like, hi guys, I'm still here. Prime stream 24/7 and buy. Also, I want to give a shout out to the DJs. No one gives them enough credit. They do this every freaking day. Now, of course, when they travel, they figure out how to make it work. But not only that they're streaming, the playlist is on fire. The dog's been looking like I'm crazy, but I've been dancing around for hours today. It's been a cool day. I did a little bit of streaming in the morning, and then I streamed when I came home. You can hold a space for all of us to come together virtually, regularly, and express your love, support, concern and inspiration for the. Thank you so much. I appreciate you too. Thank you for this. And Lily, thank you. I know I could be quiet, but I promise you, when I say my workload is insanely heavy, and I'm not I'm not getting off my neck. I dare me to stop, drop the ball this time. Hi, how are you doing? All right, guys. So we're gonna end it. It's almost 2 for me, and I actually have to be at work in a few hours. But later on today, I think we should do a watch party for the Ola Ray. We want to celebrate that amazing interview. I was like, because I think it's still Thriller Weekend, so why not do a Thriller watch party? I don't know when Tori's coming back, and I don't know if we're doing recaps for This Is Thriller, but I'll get back to you guys as soon as I find out where the girls are. But from what I know, everyone's still in Cali, so there's that. But thank you, Marie. Please, please,
Oh,
please,
yeah.
please feel free to special guests again. I would love you to come back.
Well, I enjoyed it and I appreciate the time. So we'll talk to you guys later.
All right, y'all. Bye. Stream Thriller. Hold on. Make sure make sure you're on station head. Or actually, I know it's not. I know it's not because I hear that music. Station head. We're going to make sure before you go to bed that you're low volume. You're listening to the music. We're streaming right now. There's 59 people on the Moonwalking Station. So yes, Moonwalkers, because they do all the heavy work for us. Stream, stream, stream. And with that being said, thank you, AJ, for the super chat. Thank you, MJ Fangirl, for letting me play your clip. Thank you, Marie, for being an awesome guest. And thank you, chat, for being the best chat ever. Good night. Thank you for watching this live or replay. Make sure you sub to this channel to get more content like this. Don't forget to like the video, share, and I will see you guys real soon.